Hello, word nerds! Earlier this year, we did a live chat where we talked about setting big goals for the year. We ended with some of our dream goals for 2020. And afterwards, we were kind of all talking about this idea of like dreaming big, setting big goals, and thought it would be fun to do a collab video where we all shared some of our author bucket list items. Things that would just be wildest dream writer career goals. So let's dive in.
Honestly, a writing bucket list feels really weird to think about because I feel like I'm still so early in my publishing journey, so all of my pipe dream bucket list things are very normal things. I really want to participate in pitch wars at some point. I want to get an agent at some point. I want to sell one of my books at some point. Yeah, I want to make a living off of my writing. That's the dream.
Fan art. I want someone to love my characters so much that they make art of those characters. Or fan fiction, just any of the fan things. I want to have fans, actually. Let's start with fans who eventually will maybe have the artistic vision to do fan art.
One of my big bucket list items is to be sent on an international book tour paid for by my publisher, in part because it would be amazing to have enough fans in other countries to justify a tour like that, and also because I just really like traveling and it would be nice to have somebody pay for me to do it for my job.
I'm not really sure why this is the one that jumps out at me, but I think in my head, my big I've made it moment would be having an author I love read and enjoy one of my books. Although if I want to dream really big, it would have to be having something about one of my books mentioned as a question on Jeopardy.
One of the things I'd always dreamed of was my books selling at auction. Basically, that's when your book is so awesome that more than one publishing house wants it and they have to do battle for you. It's not like Hunger Games or anything. It's placing bids very politely, but it's still exciting to have more than one publisher wanting the book that you have written. It's pretty rare, and it's just one of those way up there stretch goals. It's like someday it might happen.
I'd love to see someone use one of my books in a comp for their work that they're trying to get published. Like, you know, during PitMat and stuff, they'll say like, oh, it's Mexican Gothic meets a darker shade of magic. But one of those titles would be my title.
Another bucket list for me is to write a big, sprawling, epic fantasy series that gets made into a long-running TV show.
This one's a little less flashy, but at some point in my career, I'd love to write one of those big sweeping sagas where there are clues about the last book and the first book, and you have to reread it a few times over to really get all of the details. I don't know what it'll be, but hopefully one day I'll get there, and that would feel incredible.
Also, right now, if I could just write a new draft, that would be great. I would put that on my bucket list right now. It's been so long since I've drafted something new. I want to draft something new! Can that be an end of the year writing bucket list? That's what we're going to say that is.
Another one of my bucket list items that's kind of smaller and more personal is that I would love to write something, just one sentence or quote, that sticks with people enough that they get it tattooed on themselves. I think that would be amazing.
Someday when we're allowed to go to book events again, I would love to have one of those giant signs, you know, like they would have at Book Expo, where they put the giant posters, and it's usually Veronica Roth or whatever, but it'll be me.
I also find the idea of having my own writer's retreat really exciting. Okay, so new writers come and we rent an Airbnb on the water, on the beach or something, and then we have workshops on writing every day, and I will run them because I will be a world famous author by then, obviously. And then at night, the sun will set and it'll be really gorgeous and everything, and we'll drink wine and hang out by the fireplace and talk about writing. I mean, I guess technically I could do that now still, but it would just be me because nobody would sign up, so it would just be me sitting there by myself drinking wine. So
let us know in the comments what's on your author bucket list, and don't be afraid to dream big. And of course, we'd love to have you join us on Sunday for our next live chat, which will be at 7:30 Eastern Time. Hopefully we will see you all there.